it going? Just come today along ryhope tops, just giving it a few hours on the flood really. Let's see, I've been out the other day, I had a few fish out. Biggest was around £3 over low water up Whitburn area. Let's see, there's not much of a bump on like, but you never know. Let's see, I'm just on the business end, I'm just using a 5-row Sakuma Manta. Great hooks, these really sharp. And on the pennel I'm using a 4-row Sakuma Octopus, which is also really sharp hooks, very strong and reliable too. Both the bend out when you need them now, that's the thing I love about them. For bait I'm just using carter at the minute because I'm waiting for my bluey to frost, as I've just got it from the shop there. But let's see, can only try, hopefully there's a few fish about. There's been a few fish getting caught on our coast, a few fish up to £5–6 mark. But most of the fish recently has been coming down from Wrecker area, from down them ends. There's been some great fish down there, like biggest I've seen so far I think was £15, which is a lovely fish to mind. I wouldn't mind one of them. But like I say, the biggest I've had out this season's only around the £6 mark. But there's still plenty of time yet, like. See, I'm just bounding a bit of cartwing on as I'm waiting for the frost. There's a little bit of chop on in the water. There's a slight southerly wind coming and all. I can feel it coming from behind us, coming straight at us. So hopefully that picks the water up and gets it a bit more colour in the water. Bear with us. Just looks something like that. Nice juicy cartwing bait. 5-row manta on the end, 4-row octopus on the other side. Let's see, I'll quickly get this out and I'll get back to you. Well, that's the first cast in the water. Let's see, there's the wind's starting to get up a bit now, like, so hopefully it gets that sea up a little bit. See, I hate fishing when it's flat, like, but I've seen some great fish when it's been flat also, so it's like one of them on it. But the tides are still a bit crap at the minute, like, but you can only try. You kind of catch fish sitting in the house, so that's the way I see it, like. See, I'm just getting this other bait ready. I've got this mask on because I've got a toothache. My tooth come out yesterday and Dad's in agony, like. So my apologies if you can't hear us properly. But as I say, I'm just waiting for the lads to finish work anyway because we're going to head further up north in the heavier stuff later on. I just kind of wait about. I like being out, but it is what it is. So yeah, there should be a few fish about, like. There's been a few the past few days, but with that sea being big for like a week and a half straight, the fish were absolutely brimming. I had a fish the other day that spat up like 5 or 6 scorpion fish and loads of yellows after and all. So it just goes to show how much feed they've been feeding on. Next bait ready. Just gone smaller for now until I see what the fish are feeding like. Next bait ready. Nice super sharp Sakumas. Can't beat them. Best hooks I've used. I've always went back to them. They're unbelievable. I've never had one fail on us yet, like with a fish on. They've always landed the fish for us, never bent out either. But they bend out when you need them now, that's the best thing about them. But nice cartwing bait. Get prepped up ready. Let's see how I get back here if I get out. On to my second cast now. Been getting little traps there. I think there might have been a rottling or something like that. Well, that's the second cat out. I was getting some little bites there. I don't know, I think it was just rottlings or something, but I come back and I was stripped, so I can only assume it was rottling or coalies. So yeah, the sea's starting to get up a little bit like this is like the type of ground you're fishing into, little skiers and bits of kelp. You didn't need much distance on here, like you just basically have to be just at the back of that white water there. That's where the gully starts, but you can get them at distance also. Let's see, some fantastic marks on here, like. So see some good fish every season come off here. Biggest I've had a few was around £6 mark. Let's see, can only try. Hopefully there's a few. What's happening, people? I've had a few casts on the main point where I'm fishing here. It's been pretty slow, like I lost one fish down the side on the ledge. I'm not sure what it was. It didn't look like a cod, like it looked pretty much like a bass. Or it could have been a coalie, like I didn't know what it was. It wasn't big, like it was only a small one. But I'm just going to make a move now. I'm going to move a bit further up into the slightly harder ground, see if it's out lurking about there. I'll get back to you once I'm on the mark. What's happening, people? I've just got to my mark now. I'm going to get the first bait out. Let's see, I was on the other mark and I lost the one fish down the side, but it's been really quiet, like, so I've just come into the slightly harder ground. Hopefully there's a few fish. Like I say, I'm not too fussed about in the catch. I'm just come down a bit earlier to fish a bit of the flood while I'm waiting for the lads to finish working that, so we can go further up the road up north, go and hit the cabbage. Let's see if we should find a few fish tonight. Like, let's see, the conditions are nice, to be honest. Plenty of colour in the water, so only thing you can do is try. Let's see. If you didn't get now, you didn't get now. It is what it is, isn't it? Another quick one. The rig I'm using is a pulley loop. It's my go-to rig now. Like, since I used to use pulleys, but I tend to find when I was getting snags and I was losing my clip, I was losing the fish with the clip. Like when it was snapping, I was losing the fish. But the thing is, with a pulley loop, I'll show you now. Just a second while I get this panel out in. Yeah, what I was seeing is where a normal pulley, when you've got the clip there, and obviously when that snaps off, the swivel just slides off and the fish is gone. But with a pulley loop, is this nut here, it stops it from, like, it minimises from happening. So if I lost that bit there and it snapped off, the swivel can't go anywhere because of that knot. So you 9 times out of 10 you get the fish. So if you, even if it snaps off completely, you get the fish because it doesn't release the swivel. And I like it because it's double the strength. Obviously, hence the name pulley loop. Obviously, it's just doubles the strength on it, and it seems to be like when the fish are on it, like very finicky in the tide, they seem to hook themselves on it. It's like, that's the thing I tend to find. Originally it was Daniel Swan who got us into using these rigs. The owner of Madfish UK, the Siren rods. That's the man who showed us pulley loop on his videos, and I give it a try. I wasn't too keen on it at first because of the loop, thinking that was going to catch in the kelp and stuff, but it actually doesn't. It's a great rig, like I would recommend it to anyone. And another thing, I don't really use splashdowns and stuff like that when I'm on like heavy ground marks, as it's just really, you're just spending money for nothing. So all I do is I get my lead, I just hang the hook on the lead like that, so see a straight line. You don't even need a rotten bottom clip because the hook takes the weight off the pressure off the weight, so it doesn't snap off and it stops nice and streamlined and all. Let's see, they're fantastic hook rig. Like, let's see, you just got to give them a try. You just got to get used to them. It's like anything on it. There's personal preference. Lads like using double hook flappers, other lads like using single hooks, other lads like using panels. It just comes down to personal preference. Like, I'm not going to go out and say, oh, you have to use this rig, this is the only rig will catch fish, because it doesn't. It's not true. You can catch fish on anything. It just comes down to having the right bait in the right area on the right conditions. So don't let anyone tell you you have to use a certain rig to catch cod, because it's a lie. Literally, that's all I like using. The hooks I'm using, as I said before, is the Sakuma Mantas and the Sakuma Octopus panels. Fantastic hooks, never let us down ever. Mint, let us see it. It just comes down to personal preference. Everyone likes using different things, but let's see, it's been a bit slow today, like, but I'm just waiting for the lads. Like I said before, I'm waiting for the lads to finish work, then I'm going to head up north with them in the kelp. Hopefully there's a few fish about up there, but like I say, I'll get this one out. Wondering where I fish. Obviously there'll be a lot of lads who know I was in Norway, I'll be fishing, obviously local lads and that, but it's just Ryhope cliffs, just past Hendon Promenade. Let's see, you can see the promenade just there, so if you come to the south side of the promenade, you just follow it along the cliffs up the rear. That's the that over there is the falls, that cliff there. Brings you around. You can get down this bit on a rope, but it is a bit sketchy, like. This one here, I don't know what this mark is called, like directly, I just call it left hand side of target. Literally, you just cast, there's like two boulders where you can cast, you just cast in the middle of them. You can see the first one just there, that's the first one. Obviously it's just covered up now, and the other one's just there, so you want to be casting anywhere over here. Let's see it. A lot of lads fish on the bottom here, even on the flood. Daniel Swan and all them fish off the front of there, and they do well, like, they do get fish. I like fishing up, personally I don't like fishing this bit, I like fishing on the other side of the ledge over there, and it brings you further along towards like the nuke, then to what's the other one called, I forgot what the other one's called now, my head's mashed off the wind. Let's see, it's pretty cool, but it's got to be better than sat in the house doing nothing. If anyone's wondering what rod I'm using now, like I say, if you're watching the videos, it's essentially limited to 1000. I see, it's an absolute beast of a rod, like, it's the go-to rod I use now. I don't think I can use anything else now, like, I love it. It ticks all the boxes what I need, the length, everything, powerful rod and all. And the business end on the reel, I like using a Shimano Bullseye 9120, loaded up with 79 G braid. Let's see, fantastic. But let's see, I know I've said it a lot, but if I get out, I'll get back there. As I was saying before, that's the rope where you can get down. Like I said, it is quite dangerous mark to get down, like, so if you've never been on here before, I'd highly recommend you come down with someone who knows what they're doing around here, because these cliffs are always collapsing. So that's one thing I forgot to mention on the last clip what I've just brought on there. If you're fishing these cliffs along this way, you need to be very careful, and that's any cliffs in general, to be honest. Like, you've got to make sure that you know what the features under the cliff and that, like there's no cracks and that, because these cliffs just fall down all the time, and the last thing you want to be doing is getting, like, falling off a cliff and obviously really injuring yourself or possibly killing yourself. It's not worth it for the fish, let us say. But if you come with someone who's got a bit of knowledge then you should be alright. Like I say, everyone starts off from somewhere, so like I say, I'm not one really to hide me marks where I fish and stuff like that, to be honest. Like, I'm happy to help anyone, me. I think I'll just set it back now. Just had in the bill there when I looked. Well, it's been a slow day. I'm gonna make this my last cast. Like I say, my phone's due to die, so this will probably be the last little clip I've got. But like I say, if I get out tonight with the lads, like I say, I'll put the pictures on the end of the video anyway, so you'll see if I've caught out in anyway. Could you get this out? As I was saying on my last little clip there before I cast it out, like I say, I was just trying to rush it out because I thought my phone was going to die. It's only on like 4%. But it hasn't been the best of days, to be honest. Like I say, I lost that one fish. It was only a small one, about a pond. But you can't always get them, that's what I'm saying. That's the reality of fishing on this type of course. People assume that there's always fish there, but they don't understand how many blanks you're going through to get the fish. Fortunate enough, I've been into fish nearly every time I've been out for the last few weeks, but it's crap when you're blank now, I'm not gonna lie. But like I say, I'm out later on, so if I get out on the end of the if I get out later on, I'll put the photos up on the end of the video. That's it. That's enough. That's the end of it for me. But tight lines, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.